Shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the LA Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. We know they're going to be tough to throw on, top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
2 yards on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced them to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the 7-year veteran, Austin Ekeler. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake to Ekeler, it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The Chargers at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now Prescott going to change the play. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Again, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And Eckler is going to pick up a Chargers first down as he'll get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Once more, here's Eckler. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This a 2nd and 8.
59. Go. Set.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Austin Eckler, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They toss it down to Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now I think it's safe to say going to the air here on 3rd. Seven, our score after 1. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Prescott now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills. Yep. And, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've got that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Herbert on 1st down now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the middle with Eckler. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Let's go, let's go.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Herbert off of play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
54 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. This is swung out to Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
2nd down and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Herbert going to change the play here. They'll set up a throw. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers! Austin Eckler with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I know quarterback Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown! Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and they certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Go.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
94 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Herbert. Looking Austin Eckler's way again.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
2nd down and 4. To the air again, Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. A very solid gain of 27. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Running on 1st down, Eckler looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down, Prescott.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's third and a few inches. Prescott is going to change things up here. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Prescott.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Deion Jones came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Third down and 13. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Go. Set.
Eckler now between the tackles.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. They're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert now. And that'll be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10.
5-9. Ready.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Eckler, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Run.
Here's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Austin Eckler.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Chargers will add to their fourth quarter lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
124 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here's Herbert now on second down.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And he takes this just about a yard.
the 20. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Swinging this out for Pollard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ram. Set.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Set.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the lead will hold at 10. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Now Dak. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers.